Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a 7-round mock draft for the LA Chargers. They've got their 7 picks, so let's jump right into it. And while it's getting there, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. I'm on a way to 1,000 subs. Once I get there, I'm giving away a free NFL jersey to one lucky subscriber. I'm also going to do a live stream on the first night of the draft, so I hope you'll join me. So they can move back one spot and pick up a 7th next year? No. Move back 7 spots and pick up a 2nd rounder. So that's potential. Let's talk about their needs for a second. So the Chargers, they could use another wide receiver. There's, Keenan Allen's getting older. There's often injured players in that position group. They are apparently considering trading Austin Ekeler. They're letting him pursue a trade. They probably need one more offensive tackle opposite of Rashawn Slater. And then other than that, probably a little bit of defense in there. If Khalil Mack's not there anymore, then they'll need an edge rusher. They could probably use corner. J.C. Jackson he was okay, but he wasn't what they paid him to be. So they could drop back 7. Let's kind of look at who's available right now. You got Bijan Robinson, which is the big high dollar or high value running back. Cam Smith and Isaiah Foskey are positions of need. Quentin Johnston, Jalen Hyatt are there as far as wide receivers go. So there's a decent amount there. Are you willing to move back 7 picks and maybe miss out on all that? That's the question. To me, they're in a really good spot. I think that they're gonna make the playoffs. They're probably in the wild card race. But I'm gonna take this because I think they need a little bit more help. And we're at 28. We're not moving back anymore there. And no, because I want to make these picks this year. And that's definitely not happening. So let's reject all this. So we're picking. So Bijan Robinson's still there. Foskey's still there that we had mentioned earlier. And then there's a lot of offensive tackles in this range. You've got Darnell Wright from Tennessee and Anton Harrison. That makes sense. Excuse me. And then Josh Downs is the top wide receiver still available. I imagine that Cedric Tillman's there. He just had a really impressive pro day. So yeah, let's look at this. To me, with the value, you're either going Bijan Robinson or one of the offensive tackles. I don't know that edge rush is as high of a need, in my opinion. So at 28, we picked up an extra 2nd-round pick. There's a little bit of depth at the offensive tackle position. I'm going to say they trade Ekeler, and this is only if they trade Ekeler. I'm going to take Bijan Robinson. If you're a Chargers fan and operate on the assumption that Eckler's gone, are you okay with taking Robinson in the 1st round? Me personally, I'm not a big running back in the 1st round guy, but at, 30? The value's there. Move back 4 picks and pick up an extra 3rd next year. That's honestly a good pick or a good trade. I avoid taking the trades that add picks the following year just because it doesn't really show a ton of value in the mock draft. So we'll reject that. We are right back up. It looks like all of the offensive tackles that I was hoping to get are gone. So that's kind of what happens when you are drafting. So you've got some edge rushers here, a lot of interior defensive line guys. To me, I like Clark Phillips a lot from Utah. Let's see here. Hendon Hooker's there. They don't need that. He's just a name that I really like him, by the way, just side note. The next offensive tackle is Blake Freeland, and that's a little bit of a reach at this point. So I'm going to take Clark Phillips. We're going to get a good corner. He's not a top 1, top 2 guy, but I think he could fill the 3rd corner role and provide some good depth. And here we go. We get to pick very quickly once again. I don't like either of those, so we're right back up. Edge rush is where the value seems to be right now. Let's look at the offensive tackle spot. I do like Warren McClendon. At this point, Blake Freeland might be a better value. You don't know if he can get back to you at your next pick at 85. That'd be a stretch. So that's an option. I don't want to just pick him just yet. Let's see here. A lot of corners in this area, so I'm wondering if I should have picked an offensive lineman there, but it would have been the same guy. So let's go ahead and get him now. Let's go ahead and take Blake Freeland, address that right tackle position. And then we're going to just keep trying to pick best player available that could fit in. Joe Tippmann's a great player. They just have no need for center. You could go wide receiver here. Let's see what we're looking at. I like Jonathan Mingo. Dontavius Wicks is pretty solid. I really like Raheem Jarrett, but way too early to take him here. You know, let's check the edge rush. DJ Johnson from Oregon and Zach Harrison. Not great value on those guys. You know, running back, that's the danger of taking running back in the first round. Now, if he comes out and he's Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, rookie level, then you know what? Maybe it's worth the pick. But if he's anything less than that, then you're kind of in a hole. But let's go ahead. Let's take a wide receiver here. A.T. Perry from Wake Forest is really good as well. I get to watch him a decent amount. I'm from North Carolina. So I think he's a solid pickup. We are back up. Just as I was hoping there'd be some edge rushers here. I really like Nick Hampton from Appalachian State, once again a North Carolina guy. But let's go Zach Harrison out of Ohio State. Ohio State edge rushers, those two things are synonymous. You've got the Bosas, Chase Young. It's just been a successful spot for them. They know how to coach them up. So we're back up again. A lot of running backs are going to be in this range. Tight end, you know. Let's go ahead and just get another corner. I think that's still a position of need. They play great on special teams. I like Garrett Williams a lot from Syracuse. I think that's where I'm going to end up going. Yeah, Garrett Williams, he's got great hands, ball hawk. Could play a little bit of nickel and possibly move to the safety position as well. But great on special teams, no doubt. So 200, I think. Okay, we've got 2 picks left, so let's make them good. What do we have here? Just a name like Yaya, you kind of want to take him. I do like some of the defensive tackles in this range. Corey Durden. So if you're watching my other videos, I've drafted Corey Durden a couple times, so I'm a big NC State fan. Season tickets. Corey Durden is an absolute beast. Incredibly productive and like a leader, captain of the defense, like just a great human. So he's one. If he's there for the last pick, I might take him. I understand that he'd be a special teams guy and rotational player at best, but I love his game. So we're gonna take Yaya. We're gonna get another edge rusher in here to compete and see what he can come up with, and we'll see if Corey Durden's here. If he's not, then we'll go somewhere else. He is here, but you know what? Let me give you all the time. Let me look at something else. We've got some tight ends up here that are available. Not really a need, but you know, always good to provide depth there. Cameron McDonald from Florida State's pretty solid. I like Ben Sims. Not a massive body guy. I think he's more of a blocking tight end. Malik Cunningham, quarterback. I don't know y'all's backup quarterback situation. You know, it could be fun to take one as a project. I know Justin Herbert's the future, and he's, you know, a top 10 quarterback. Arguably, I'll give him top 6. I can't decide 5 or 6, but the kid can play. So let's just get a tight end. I'm gonna go with 6'5", 6. No, we're not going 6'2". Kamari Averett, coming out of Bethune-Cookman, 6'6". Got to have a high ceiling, man. I believe in you. So that's gonna be our draft. Let me know what you think down in the comments. How did I do? Give me a grade. Primarily, Bijan Robinson. What are your thoughts? Yay or nay if he's there at 28? But thanks so much for being here. Please like the video if you made it this far and consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time.